guys, welcome back to Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life. Recently I did some research into some aspects of Harvest Moon, and so I'll actually have something moderately interesting and educational to tell you about in this video for anyone that's interested. I'm currently summer day 6, I do believe, summer day 6 or 5, one of the two, and I just have some crops growing so I can get some more seeds out of them. Nothing special. The animal situation is the same, the farm situation is pretty much the same. My tree is growing at a pretty fast rate though, and I've also went and purchased more fertilizer. In this game, I found out that you have to put fertilizer on any crop or tree 4 times to increase its level. So I have to put 4 fertilizers to go from a B crop to an A crop, and then 4 more to go to an S crop, which is the best grade. So I just went out and bought a shitload of fertilizer, and then I can also use it on my grass as well. And it should give me some S bananas, which will sell so good, and I'm so excited. Now unfortunately for me, bananas bear a lot of fruit in summer, and my tree is not going to be finished growing by summer, so I might be gypped on fruit for a while, but that's okay. We have a few years left in this game anyways. It won't matter much. The big thing that I wanted to actually talk about today was Tartan, that creepy ass plant thing that I told you guys about. I found out what he's for, and it's actually a big deal, believe it or not. So what you do is you basically just talk to Tartan until you get him to be your friend. Talk to him, like compliment him. If he asks, like, I want to talk, sometimes he'll say, oh, do you think I'm handsome? And then you would say, like, yes, would be an example. Or I'm worried about you, or something, you know. Something that's completely suck-ass, basically. And just listen to what he has to say. And eventually he'll give you 3 options. He's going to ask you if you want to hybridize, to analyze something, or talk. Now hybridize is what you're looking for. When you get him kind of halfway up the friend mark, he's going to have this option, I want you to analyze something. And what the analyze does is if you show him a fruit or vegetable, he will tell you the grade, when it grows, and I think that's it. Yeah, the grade, and when it grows, the season, and what kind of fruit or vegetable it is, which isn't really useful because I can just go to my main menu and I can pull up all that information. But what you want is the hybridize option. What you can do with this option is, you see the 2 slots on the top, you can take 2 crops and fuse them together to make like a new super crop, or you can fuse 1 fruit or vegetable with a flower, and I don't remember what each flower does, but I will put it in the description. For example, I know that the up seeds, the ones you get in winter, will make your crop a grade higher automatically using no fertilizer. I'm going to use a happy lamp, and we're going to see what happens. Now sometimes it turns out good, and sometimes it turns out bad, and I do believe that it's just randomized. So what he's doing now is he's just kind of processing both of my things that I've given to him, and he's just going to give me something. And then the middle flower shoots out seeds, kind of thing. And I don't know, I've tried it a few times, and all of the times he's been like, well, this didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but whatever. That's all you can do with him, but it's extremely helpful because hybrid crops sell for a lot more money and you can cook stuff with them and whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually just post a link to a really good fact about hybrid crops and the things that you can do with them, because that will go over everything in detail much better than I ever could. So I'm not even going to bother with that. But anyways, if you wanted to know what Tartan does, that's what he does. Since it's summer, a few things, not very many things have changed regarding my son anyways. He still likes to sit around the house and kind of hang out here, but he's starting to show his interests a little bit more. He'll talk more about Gustafa, a little bit more about Cody, a little bit more about Nami. He's going more about the artistic path, but he'll keep asking me farm questions. His books have changed a little bit. He still has the kind of mathematical books in here and then a comic book. His diary entry has also changed. Something about spying. So that's changed. So just remember to check that to keep track of what your son is up to. The assets really haven't changed at all, actually. Farming is very high, and so is Scholar. Those are both very high. Ranching is up there, but I'm trying to discourage my son a little bit. Art is getting up there a little bit more, and the likes are still the same. He's actually growing a yellow bar towards Scholar, which is exactly what I want. I've been doing all the right things to do that. Now I realized I was looking back at the videos I did about careers, and I just realized how much stuff that I missed. When I posted those videos, I had looked for about 3 or 4 different facts online, just to kind of justify it that I looked around a little bit. But then I did the research as my son got older, and I found ones about, you know, things that he says and correct answers and behaviors and more things that you can do. So if you're finding that you're not getting the results that you want, just look up any fact. I mean, there's lots of them, and my preferred site is GameFAQs. And since this is the less popular of the Harvest Moons for this system, like there's a Wonderful Life and then there's this one, Another Wonderful Life. More people have played A Wonderful Life, the male version. So what you can do is you can like go to this game, search up the baby and kid like facts, and then you can go to A Wonderful Life and they'll be completely different and they'll still be really helpful. So that's just my suggestion to you. I actually also updated the videos a little bit. I put a few things in there that will help you out, but you know, I could not possibly say everything I wanted to say. Before I forget, something happened to me. I'll show you the item. I wonder if he's still here. I've been friends with Flora since about year 2. I really started paying attention to Flora. And what happens is I went into their tent when it was just Flora there, not Carter. And she said she had a gift for me, and she gave me a necklace. And it says, you know, necklace given to you by Flora. And I'm wondering if I give that to my son, if that's going to increase the Scholar career path. But I was just going to wait till I was going to record a video so that I could show you guys that I got it. But let's see what that does. I'm just curious if he'll take it or whatever. Because sometimes he'll say things like, I wish I had a necklace that Carter has around his neck, but maybe if he got a necklace from Flora, it would make him just as happy. I'm sure when I get to fall and winter, the attributes are going to go up and down once again as well, so yes. My horse is still pissy, if I can talk to her. She's all mad at me. Yep, still pissy. And, you know, other than that, not a whole lot has been going on. I should also mention that you can get more gifts like the necklace from certain people. Wally's a good example. If you're friends with Wally, he'll give you clippers, but in year 3 he will also give you a medal. So if you show that medal to your son will be more inclined towards athleticism. If you go to the mansion when Lumina's in her bedroom and you've been friends with her, in year 3 she will give you sheet music, which will of course make your son more inclined towards music. You can do the same thing with Gustafa. You can go when Gustafa is home and he'll give you the drum set. In year 4, Cody will give you a painting. There's just a lot of things that you can do, and I'll probably just make a list at the bottom in the description of other things that people will give you. But it's really hard for me to showcase everything because there's a lot of things that I was too late on. For example, I don't think that I can get that sickle, or whatever the hell it is, from Dr. Hardy anymore because I started befriending him in year 2 and not year 1, although I'm not too sure. I never did get that seed maker from Daryl, even though I've been friends with him since the very start of the game. I didn't get Ruby Spice from her in the beginning of the game either. There's just a few things that I'm missing, and I mean, what are you going to do? It's not like I can go backwards in this game. But yeah, nonetheless, I hope that my series so far has been helpful because I do try to do as much as I possibly can. But that's really all, like, the tidbitty information that I had for you guys today. I just figured I would spew it out before I moved on too far and forgot about it. And of course, as always, I'll just post more detailed instructions and some helpful links in the description. I'm going to do some mining, and I hope that you guys will join me in fall of year 3 and Harvest Moon Another Wonderful Life. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later.